me or gaslight me into thinking that what I'm doing is totally a-okay.
It's fine.
Like it's like, yes, thank you, hired killer and murderer. Thank you for helping my subconscious. Meanwhile, Harrison is just
When you put it like that.
Now. Marlon
no,
didn't murder
no.
anybody. Bobo did.
Marlon shot people.
And what evidence do you have that I've ever killed anyone in cold blood? It's all been self-defense so far.
Yeah, Marlon did blow somebody's head off in the
Very
street.
casually about it.
I don't know. You guys didn't see that though. You guys were heading through the sewers. He went back up. Oh wait, we got a 3-minute ad. I'm just gonna play that stuff. Get it over with.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Literally, you guys have only seen me kill people in self-defense.
You know what? Fine. You and Marlon are a beacon of moral righteousness for Harrison. Fair enough.
I mean, as far as Marlon goes, I'm pretty sure you guys know that they made the decision to kill the dude, the police officer, the detective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Victor definitely would have seen it coming.
Harrison was surprised by it.
But then again, he did made a pretty good case that he did like pull the trigger to try to kill Marlon, except for he rolled an at one and the gun jammed or something. The bullet went flying by.
Yeah.
Of course, isn't that one. I go shut my door real quick. I'll be right back. Got about 1.5 minutes on the ads.
No worries.
All of the things I can do are all bonus actions.
Freaking
I mean, that's
the
kind of a good thing.
I have 7 different bonus actions.
mine's kind of a mess.
Every single time I have to use my bonus action, I'm always going like, It's like one of those little like flow charts. Like, do I need to run? Cunning action dash. Do I need to run? No. Okay. Do I need to hide? Cunning action hide. No. Do I need to disengage? Cunning action disengage. Do I want advantage? Steady aim. Do I want another way to sneak attack? Let's see. Oh yeah, insightful fighting. Am I currently not in combat? Okay, eye for detail. Do I want to do a funny? Rabbit hop.
Yeah, you've got a whole slew of things that you can do. Freaking.
And for weapons as well.
To be fair though, like all I will ever really need is fucking Zephyr Strike. It's just so great.
Yeah, brother. My god. The damage output, my guy.
Like I have other bonus actions, but they're kind of like situational. And 9 times out of like I have Slayer's Prey, and then freaking I have. Actually, I think that might be my only other bonus action is Slayer's Prey. But I'm not going to trigger that over Zephyr Strike.
When in doubt, Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I made your pose use Zephyr Striking all over the place. with my Hero Force model.
Dude, that is sick, by the way. I freaking love it.
Oh, I've been the way that I've been improving Hero Forge like lately, especially like these last few weeks, it's been insane. Like the growth in quality for my Hero Forge pieces. Oh my god. I absolutely love Marlin's piece I did.
Yeah, his is fantastic.
I have so much I need to do for the campaign that I'm starting. Okay.
All right. Well, welcome everyone back to the Murkmire. Whoop, whoop. Last session. Mostly the team split off in their own ways, and we're getting out of Dodge. Harrison, Victor, and Honores, I believe, made their way out of the city through the sewers, since there was a lot going on up top. Rowan, still in beast form, kind of ran amok through the city streets for a while until he was able to revert back and found himself in a dark room. And Marlon made his way back up to the streets, questioned one of the Murkmire marshals as they had been run over by Victor previously. Didn't really get a whole lot of information out of him, and they were executed. And as people fled the streets, as they're kind of getting a glimpse at all of the craziness happening, Marlon made his way back to Bishop Square, his speakeasy that was set ablaze by Rowan, with the water brigade showing up. And Marlon had ran into the blazing building, retrieving some of his family heirlooms and some cash. More importantly, going in, since there was no sighting of Bobo, and he had received information that Bobo ran back in to retrieve those same very items. Found Bobo with like a heavy wooden beam on his back. Marlon frantically, puts out the fire, and after the windows began exploding and the walls crumbling down in flames, was able to pull himself and Bobo down into the secret passage, where Bobo had no longer drawn breath. So, we find ourselves traveling east of Vinewood City towards the rolling moss mounds, in which the city borders a hilly, swampy landscape with swamp, bogs, fens, you name it. You guys are traveling along a somewhat carved road through light travel from people making their way through the said area. So this muddy path that makes up the road that kind of breaks off here and there in different places where it can pick up, where water isn't completely flooding in certain locations. You guys are treading along. Occasionally it gets to the point where your feet start sinking in this spongy floor. You go to walk and occasionally your foot gets stuck, you get it pulled out, and looking around, seeing all of the cypress and willows and Spanish moss kind of hanging from the trees. You can hear large bullfrogs off into the distance as their croaks kind of echo through the woods here. You're not sure if it's Honores calling to his family members or just random wildlife. And as you peer up and notice the moonlight begins to get covered by a thick overcast of clouds on this cool and chilly night. And the like this foggy mist that is almost natural for this area just slowly blankets this floor, exposing bits and pieces of it as it's crawling across the swamplands here, creating a foamy blanket.
All right.
Shouldn't be too much further, guys. Just Harrison, are you stuck again?
Just give me a second. I'll be right there with you.
I'll go and
Harrison.
throw one of Harrison's arms over my shoulder and start helping them hobble along.
Harrison is still clutching one of his sides. You can see that he's definitely looking even more worse for wear than when we started walking out into the swamplands. I will say I'm currently still at 1 toxicity point because of the concoction of Vita A that Anora's used on me, and I'm currently under the poisoned condition. And I'm also pretty low on health, so like Harrison's looking, he's still looking beat up. He's kind of like huddling his overcoat, like to keep himself warm with the mist rolling in. It's like, no, don't worry, I will keep up with you. Let's just get to this place that we need to be quickly.
Hey, Nora, when we stop, you think you'll be able to patch him up?
No problem. But do you really think it's a good idea to stay on the road?
Hard to say. We don't know if anyone's following us.
I don't think we need to worry about people following us here. I think whatever people we were fighting back in the city are probably staying there. I think what we need to worry about here more are the wildlife and whatever creatures roam around here.
Is your camera on?
Oh, we'll be fine.
Easy for you to say. This is one of the first times I've actually ventured out into these swamplands like this.
You turned it off.
I'm just gonna find like the creepiest looking like fetid puddle that I can and like dive into it, stay underwater for a few seconds, and then like come back out. See, it's fine.
That's
I'm not doing that.
kind of gross, man. Didn't even take your coat off first.
Have you seen me?
You're still like holding my arm over your shoulder, I'm guessing, Victor?
Yeah, trekking forward, kind of pulling you with me.
Right.
I'm like intentionally. I'm happy to be out here. So I'm like a kid that has a new pair of rain boots when there's puddles. So I'm like hopping along, like kind of like off the side, like intentionally like going through muck and.
Anora's completely in this element over here.
I'd imagine you hop by and some mud just splats me in the face.
Careful that you don't get mud into my wounds. Please.
It'll help keep out any further poison.
Right. Sure.
Well, we still got a little ways to go, but it's up to you guys. Do you want to take a break for a while? Do you want to keep pushing until we get there?
I would rather we just continue on and get there.
I'd rather we all get there. Give you like a really meaningful head to toe look. If we really think this area is safe, let's patch you up a little.
That would be nice.
I'll bring him to sit, like, basically back against the tree to kind of be stable while he gets looked over by Norris.
Person kind of meekly sits against the tree, kind of looking up through the trees. Well, at least I'll have one hell of a story to tell when I get back to the kids.
Good man. Just gonna like pat you on the shoulder, and then yeah, crouch down next to you, get out one of my you know, kind of like wraps of like herbs and stuff that I have, and light it on fire and start like waving it around in the area. You know, listen in on your breathing, like check the poultices that I've already applied to you previously. Part way through, you know, because it probably takes a while, and I'm like chanting as I do it and whatnot. I'm gonna stop and like grab your hand and hold it palm up and like put a couple of my dice in your hand so you have something to do.
Like, I'm just there like, okay. Okay.
Lady Luck seems to smile on you too. I'll give you like a big wink.
Yeah.
Well, with the amount of shit I've survived these past days, yeah, maybe so. Oh, that.
So yeah, I'm gonna repack anything that I find that looks particularly nasty. You know, if there's anything that still like it has any active bleeding or anything, apply pressure to it. And then also go through and do some stuff that's like, you know, helpful in the more abstract sense, but probably not necessarily going to help, but like lead you through some like deep breathing exercises. Like,
Therapy session with a Norris.
get you to do some like Om meditation with me, right? Get a good like Om.
How long?
I
do
think you
guys,
realize that you
spend
can't
doing
do it for as long as the Norris can.
3 seconds in, I just like. um...
No, like this. Om.
Let's practice on that later.
Woof.
A 10's a 10.
Yeah, you go through and complete your routine. Are you guys spending enough time on this? Like, is your goal to take a short rest, or how long are you guys doing this?
Noob mercy question, but like what is the shortest that a short rest is?
1 hour of light activity.
Well,
I mean, I guess I'll leave that up to the others in character. That like Harrison was trying to kind of push things on and whatnot. So as far as
Yeah,
I'm
but
concerned, I just wanted to stop and tend to you, which was probably more like 10 or 15 minutes.
To be honest, Harrison might say that, but right now he's in no position of power to do something about it.
I'd imagine Victor was helping you out, like getting sticks for like a splint for his leg or something
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah.
So
You guys plan to stop for like 10 to 15, but Harrison, once you like get sat down on the ground and finally take a break, you find yourself not wanting to really get back up. It takes a good deal of motivation, and it takes Victor and Honorius a little bit of time to kind of patch you up, go through the motions of actually doing a little bit of meditation, creating a splint out of some wood found in the forest. Takes a little bit,
Right.
so I'll say you guys spend about an hour, and you can take a long rest.
Short rest. I mean,
Yeah, short rest. Doesn't appear as you guys kind of inspect the area a little bit, passive perceptions.
oh my god.
Doesn't seem like you're being followed at the moment. There's no hints of people tailing you or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd imagine some of the slowdown probably was like me being overcautious and like checking over my shoulders a lot, and also, I'm trying to like, hey, Kingsfoil, and he's like, or Ethelis, he's like, yeah, no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Kingsfoil, so he's like bringing me some of the wrong things, and
Yeah, it's a weed.
I will say that short rest did help Harrison a good bit. There's a bit more color on my face.
I'll put up my hand and help Harrison back up.
Thank you.
And you like go to reach out your hand and look up one more time, and you see like this huge black spider, like the size of a cat, kind of crawling up through the Spanish moss.
I just point to it.
Oh, don't worry about those. They're harmless.
Harmless? Oh, okay.
You look at it, it like growls at you.
I'll like toss a piece of freaking meat for my rations onto the or towards it.
Yeah, it dives onto it and starts devouring it.
Oh god.
Oh, he's so cute.
yeah, I was gonna say, Honoris, you actually probably hear a little bit of like, oh, reminds me of my cousin.
I'm traveling with a bunch of psychopaths.
He kept one as a pet.
So how did that end up for him?
Fine. Spiders don't live very long, though.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll get back up. And I guess we continue. We're gathering around the campfire.
All right. As you guys are traveling through, go ahead and make some survival checks so we can establish
I make those at this
making your path through the marshes here. Victor, I believe you have something special.
Oh,
with that.
Apologies, somebody's at my door.
damn! With disadvantage, a 17. Okay. Harrison, after that short rest, just like perks up. It's like, we have to go that way. And just instantly starts walking off.
Oh
No.
yeah, add my proficiency, double my proficiency bonus, and I can't be lost. Is essentially what it is.
Damn, I rolled a 20 and a 16. Oof.
So that would be another 2. Yeah, so 15 or 14.
Okay.
Okay, back.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. You can't become lost. Even when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. If you are traveling alone, you can move stealthily at normal pace. When you forage, you find twice as much food as you normally would. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. Speaking of foraging, I know alchemy specifically wasn't necessarily anybody's strong suit, but that doesn't mean that you guys can't gather materials and stuff for potions if anybody wanted to make any checks while you're exploring, or you can save that for later once you guys just something to keep in mind.
What do you think about me having any sort of environmental bonus to survival, like specifically in swamps?
I would say that makes sense.
You want a DM's best friend or advantage?
Oh yeah, I roll mine at disadvantage, but you get advantage.
Let me see something here. Let's say you can add your proficiency bonus to the roll in addition to what you have. So at this point, it'd just be a +2.
Well, I already have +4 in survival.
Yeah, so
I
that'd be +6
think I
then.
believe I am proficient in it. Yeah, I am.
Say the natural explorer kind of deal where he gets double the proficiency.
Yeah, like I'm an expert in swamps only.
Yeah, so we'll make it basically like you have expertise instead of like double proficiency.
Isn't that the same thing?
Proficiency means.
Think it at the math goes to the same thing pretty much, but
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also very surprised that you,
then yeah.
Victor, the ranger, do not have proficiency in survival checks.
that's because Victor.
Almost 19.
The idea behind Victor isn't fully just survival. I planned on
fair.
multi-classing later.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's built a little bit differently.
I'm gonna spend my time mostly as we're traveling, like scrounging for roots and herbs and that, kind of refill my medicine bag.
Those are some pretty solid rolls from us, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, slash, I guess anything that I can find that would be potion relevant, but I'm not specifically looking for that.
I guess I'll look for some stuff as well. Like, for one, especially because I need it to detect poison, I'll be looking for the yew leaves and freaking any other freaking materials for like alchemy or potion development.
The first like bush or whatever of poisonous leaves that you find, you like round the stump or whatever that it was on the other side of, and Honoris is sitting there like eating them.
Those taste good, Brett?
I grew up on Want some?
I think I'm all right.
More for me.
Yeah, I think with your guys' scores, it's too easy leading through the path, and you guys are just kind of spotting things left and right. Stuff for alchemy and, the sort of reagents that you need for your own special abilities or medical supplies. So, if you have, Norris, do you have a healer's kit?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Have you used any of your charges? Or what are your current?
Or at least I'm pretty sure I do. Hold on. I'm trying to get in the right tab.
Let's see if it
Yes.
says...
I do, although I couldn't figure out how to use the actual one, so I added it as a custom item, but I have it marked as 7 out of 10 uses remain.
Okay. So, with your guys' total rolls, I'm going to say that you are able to replenish that completely back to 10.
Okay.
Cool. You guys also easily find, I'll say, three good pieces of willow bark. 6 salvageable pieces of mandrake root. And where is it? And 1 swamp lily, which appears to have about 8 leaves intact.
I think I've seen Kit use some of these before in his potions.
What was the middle one? Sorry, 6 of it was some kind of bark.
That's the mandrake, was it?
Or the mandrake roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, willow bark. Oh, there you go. 6 mandrake root. Yeah.
I'll say that after that short rest, I'm no longer leaning on you. I'm standing on my own. Still a bit sluggishly and kind of downtrodden, but I'm walking on my own.
Like you did a pretty damn good job, Honoris.
That helped me
You
more than I thought it would.
do.
Still poisoned though.
You can't get them all, you know.
Yeah. You're right.
As soon as I see you walking on your own, I kind of come up next to you and be like, "Hop, buddies."
I look over towards Honores. I look down at him, and I just give him a side hug, and I go, "Hop, buddies."
I swear, if y'all get mud on me one more time.
I reach down and go like, ow, okay, I won't do that. As I try to grab some mud with one of the sutures that I have rips out. And like, okay, never mind.
I keep just periodically hopping in mud whenever I can. That's just far enough away from Victor not to actually hit him.
I will say though, as we're traveling, Victor, when we get to your place, there's this dagger that I got by found it on Delim. I was wondering if you could take a look at it when we get there.
I mean, sure. Think it has anything fancy about it?
Seems to be something kind of elvish about it. So I was wondering if you could take a look at it.
I mean, can't make much promise in the way of telling you exactly what it does, but I'll look it over.
Thank you.
As you guys continue along, you soon begin to approach what appears to be a building. Victor, you know very well that you are approaching your old home. From a distance, you are able to see that after you haven't been here in a few years, the Murkmire is slowly beginning to consume the building as vines and roots and foliage begin to sprawl up the sides. You see some coming out of the windows themselves. The like bits and parts of the roof begin to sort of slowly collapse in on itself as it hasn't been receiving care. You see one side of trees kind of like fallen over and just kind of leaning on it at the moment. But something even more noticeable is that you do see very faintly some amber glow coming from within.
There shouldn't be anyone here.
Well,
I'll be right back. And I'll start taking off towards the front door.
Yeah, you run up the steps. As you're kind of running up, you see that some of the stone steps begin to like split as roots are kind of like punching through. The doors kind of open, also just like completely covered in like vines, beginning to be overtaken, so much so that it looks like the door wouldn't even be able to close at the moment. And you step in to the main foyer, and you see someone turns to look at you as they have like a small fire, like going into the next room. Like as you look straight on, you see the fireplace has like a few pieces of lumber burning and someone wearing a long coat with like fingerless gloves kind of rubbing their hands, and they hold their hands out and look back towards you cautiously.
The hell are you doing here?
Oh, well, hello there, stranger. I'm just trying to warm up. Who are you?
You could say I'm the owner.
Oh, well, sorry, it
Right to the chase.
didn't look like anyone lived here. I don't mean to be trespassing. I was just trying to take some shelter.
Know what? It's fine. been here. I haven't been here in a few years. It's just had to make sure no one was desecrating this place. Been in my family a long time.
Well, it is a lovely home. Maybe needing a little brushing up here and there, but I'm William, by the way. Friends call me Billy.
Well, Billy, and I'll reach my hand out to shake his hand as I slowly approach him. My name's Victor.
You sure it's all right if I stick around for a minute? I can
Got
leave.
any weapons on you that I need to worry about?
Well, I do protect myself, and you see he has like a handmade bow kind of on his back and a couple of daggers at his waist.
Oh. You know, you haven't destroyed the place, so you can stay the night, Billy. We can figure everything else out in the morning.
I don't suppose you've run into any creatures on your way here?
Nothing out of the ordinary. You know, spiders, maybe a couple snakes, nothing crazy.
That is partially why I took up shelters. Feel like some creatures have been following me. I'm not really sure what's going on, but just trying to get out of the elements, if you know what I mean.
I understand it. It's not an easy area to live in. Be right back, Billy. Let me let my friends know it's safe to come in.
Very well.
I'll go to the front door and kind of wave them down.
It's at that moment,
Oh boy.
Harrison, you hear like the snap of a few twigs behind you.
I was going to say, I just didn't want to interrupt Victor's scene there, but when Victor was like, whoa, hold on here, guys. And then Victor just like went into the house. I was going to say, I was going to like pull Harrison down to like a tree or like, you know, behind a tree or a tree stump or something. And if there's any water I can find, I was going to hop in it. Kind of do the crocodile eyes. Like,
We're never
Yeah,
getting
go ahead
that
and
long
make stealth
rest.
checks for me.
Oh god, I do it at disadvantage. Disadvantage. Oh my god.
wow,
What
these
disadvantage?
disadvantage rolls.
Yeah, that's in the
Holy
plot
shit.
step.
Who needs
Yeah, it's full of-
advantage? I
Harrison,
did say Lady
plot
Luck smiled
armor.
on you, right?
Harrison, plot armor, soft step. I always come back.
Mama Woe's coming in with the crazy gifted subs here.
Woo! Let's go, Mama Woes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys duck down, you know, kind of hiding out until the coast is clear, and at that moment you see three pretty ragged figures walking up. You know, one of them's got a club. It's very classic, like hitting the club in their hand. There's two smaller ones and one in the middle. It's kind of a little bit larger, kind of out in front. And they begin to start approaching the White Feather Mansion.
Are they coming like up kind of the path, or are they coming from out in the swamp, or?
Since you guys rolled pretty decent on your stealth checks here, like as a group check, I'll say they actually like walk within 10 feet of you guys and don't notice and kind of just walk past you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'll
Just under the
whisper
radar.
towards Honoras. Like I'll whisper to you, like the moment that they kind of pass. Do you think we should wait for them to get closer to the mansion? If they try anything, we ambush them.
I mean, they look armed, right? They look like ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, boss, you think you went into here? Yeah. Nice place. Be ashamed to get it dirty.
I will slowly reach for my totally usable and totally proficient with it firearm. And I will shoot an Oras on accident.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
No. No, I will say I will kind of hold my hand close to my pistol. We follow them?
If I see them approaching as I get to the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll meet them kind of at the bottom of the stairs, kind of rifle in hand. I'm ready just in case.
Well, well, well. What do we got here? Is this your place?
I mean, I am a white feather. You can see written above. You can see kind of a W hanging off from like old freaking iron, like basically where the white feather name used to be is kind of just rusted and peeling off. Now, how can I help you, gentlemen?
Well, we're looking for someone. You haven't happened to see another wood elf around here with a beard? Got a long coat, carries a bow on him.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I did see him. He was in here. I had to chase him off, so I got my rifle out.
You don't say.
Yeah, I don't take kindly to trespassers.
Well, you mind telling us what direction he went in?
I chased him out the back. He ran deeper into the swamps.
Out the back, you say, huh? You don't mind if we take a look around anyways, huh? Doesn't look like you've been here very much. No offense.
I mean, it's been a few years. Had to do some traveling, but I mean, what benefit do I get out of letting you in my home? As I said, I don't take kindly to trespassers, and you're on my land.
Yeah? Is it just you here?
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh.
As they're kind of looking at you, you notice that they're all three of them. Their like chin and jaws are sort of abnormally retracted. Nose is a little pronounced, kind of stick out a bit. Larger than normal as well. The one in the middle, and their teeth are all pretty gnarly. Just dirty, tattered clothes. All right, come on, boys. Let's go around back and see if we can find him. You said back there, right?
Yeah,
That
it's
way?
a little easier if you go around the west end. Swamp gets a little crazy on the east end.
The one in the middle that's a little bit taller goes and takes a couple more steps forward. You sure we can take a look around? Puts both of his hands in his pockets. Kind of leans forward a little bit and is looking up at you. Look, you don't want
I'll
this
lean
guy
in.
running around your place. He could have came back. You never know. Why don't you let us handle this?
I'll lean in, kind of rifle in one hand, aimed kind of towards his gut. I like to clean up my own messes.
All right. All right. That's fine. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here. We'll see you around, Mr. Whitefeather.
Make sure you send a letter first. No uninvited guests.
Don't know how to write.
Well, damn.
But yeah, I'll send you something nice. And they go ahead and start making their way around the house.
I'll kind of let out a whistle to kind of get the attention of Harrison and Norris, since I can't really see them right now.
Wait next to him like a moment or two, and then I'll pop up.
You see Harrison's ears as well, just like,
You're worried about the bugs. I'm worried about the people.
Really did not expect people to be here. Other than us, to be honest. At least for one night.
Just give you my best, really. Look.
Do you think we should get closer? Maybe at least so that Victor can see us, like where we are?
He seems to think it's okay.
I'll say for Harrison and Honores, you guys see the three figures go around the house. But you would easily notice that they don't continue through the house. They just veer off and disappear into the woods.
Nah. Okay, then I'll start making my way towards the entrance. Kind of skulking about, I'll slowly walk up towards the porch, hand still kind of resting on my pistol as I'm looking out to where I saw them walking back into the woods.
Victor like motioned us, said that it was okay, so I'm just like hopping right up the path.
Yeah. I'll turn around and wave one more time to come inside as I go back into the house to go talk to Billy. And I'll pull up a chair. So, Billy, why are they looking for you?
Well, I don't think it's any surprise that those fellas are a bit monstrous, if you know what I mean.
Oh, pretend that
Brothers.
I'm stupid and explain it.
Well, some people in this world are able to take shapes, transform into different kinds of creatures. You know, the stories vampires and werewolves, things like that.
Kind of have a flashback moment to Rowan's transformation in the car. Yeah, I've seen a thing or two.
Well, those boys there are the Ledoux brothers. And they are strong kin to the rat type creatures, if you know what I mean.
Well, tell you what, Billy. We can make a deal here. You need a place to stay.
That I
And you
do.
need some protection. You do some maintenance around this place. Spruce it up. Basically, be my groundskeeper, and I'll make sure nothing happens. You can even have your own room here.
You know, Victor, I think I like you already. Although, I don't think that'll be the last of them. We might need to, set up a trap, if you know what I mean.
What do you have in mind?
Well, they're looking for me, so you're willing to offer me a home and protection. I suppose the easiest way is to get some good bait. You know any places around here that's nice and open that I can make myself an easy target?
They're looking for you on the backside of this place, actually. It's a pretty large, probably overgrown by now, but pretty large field, maybe a mile and a half out.
Very well. Well, suppose I'll take a minute here and go set myself up. You guys can, you and your boys here get in a position. Perhaps with an ambush, we can just might take them.
Just like
Sounds
leaned
good to me.
against the door frame. Why are we ambushing them again? Because I figure we probably made it up there partway through that conversation.
Well, if we don't ambush them, they'll surely do it to us whenever they get the chance. I'm Billy, by the way.
Says you.
That's right.
And why do we trust you over them?
That is a good
I will
question.
I will say, if Billy here was a threat, he wouldn't have shown me his weapons.
Seems the same to me. Both parties were cordial and both claim the other's the bad one. Victor, you seemed a lot more upset about their trespass than his. But he's sitting here in your home.
To be fair, I wasn't really upset with them. I was just trying to keep the blood out of the carpet. But I have a feeling that those three wouldn't be willing to be of any use to me.
And how do I know that you won't hurt poor Harrison here in the night?
Kind of look over towards Honora's. Poor
Saying that to
Harrison.
Billy, by the way.
Yeah,
But
no, I
Honoris
understand.
doesn't know Billy's name, so.
I just look over at the word poor Harrison, like just incredulously, like, what?
Well, I suppose either way is a gamble, isn't it?
I'm a gambling man. I'm just not stupid. Convince me we should help you.
Well, how do you suppose I go about doing that?
Well, for one, you could tell us why they want to hurt you.
Well, I killed one of their brothers, of course.
That'll do it. Why?
Well, like I was telling Victor here, they are the monstrous type, if you know what I mean.
Of course. And you aren't?
I try not to be. But when I'm backed into a corner, I'm going to pull out my fangs, if you know what I mean. I mean, not like them. I don't transform. I meant this. Daggers. I pulled out my daggers.
I was gonna say, as you say that, like Honora's like clicks the hammer on his pistol.
I will say though, as I'm listening to this, just in case, can I make an insight check to determine whether he's lying?
You can
Yeah,
make an insight check, actually.
I was going to also insight, although Harrison's probably better at it than me. But
Insight checks all around if you would like.
I just didn't want to come in here and be like insight check since we missed half the conversation anyway.
The
No,
minimum
you're
roll, the minimum I can get on an insight check is an 8, even with disadvantage.
Bro, my rolls tonight are ass.
Okay, so that's 1, and then for disadvantage, just in case. Oh my god. Okay, a 19.
Honorius, you know, it's hard to tell. You guys have been through a lot lately, and you know, after traveling through the swamps, the euphoria rushing back to you, you know, returning home with the mud between your flipper feet.
Flippers.
Things are not as clear as they normally are. But Harrison, you're not noticing any like tells or anything that would make you believe that they're not telling the truth. Seems pretty genuine.
Yeah, I'll kind of step up a little bit, kind of look him over. Well,
My, it seems you have been put through the ringer yourself.
tell me about it. But I will say,
I said, poor Harrison.
I will say though, either this man right here is an extremely good liar, or he's telling the truth about it. But I'm not seeing any signs on whether he is lying. I again just kind of sharply look him over, up and down. And I would hope to not be betrayed again 2 times in the same evening.
Norris is still just kind of standing there in disbelief, like, you know, kind of pistol out just at his hip, but just kind of like looking in disbelief at both of you. Like, you're really just okay with this? Like,
I mean, there's one easy way to tell a liar. No, I'll stand up, kick over the chair, and whip my rifle into his face. Billy, you wouldn't be lying to me, would you?
Why would I lie to the man giving me a home, a job, and protection? Seems awfully discourteous of me, wouldn't you say?
If he's got the balls to lie to me with a rifle in his face, he's alright by me. And I'll sling it over my back.
fine. But I'm sleeping in the swamp.
Fine by me.
East.
I want a bed.
Which I was going to do anyway.
I just wanted to lie down in a bed.
Honora's the east side has the deepest part of the swamp. You can hop up in there.
The swampiest swamps.
Cheers.
Oh, I guess I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? Nice to meet you. My name's Harrison. I'm not in the best of shape, not in the best of moods. But besides that, nice to meet you.
Billy Harlow, nice to meet you. And how about you, my green friend? Do you have a name?
Honores.
Billy.
A pleasure. I'll put my pistol away.
Well, now that we're all acquainted, would anyone care to partake in some of this warm fire?
I would
The range of
actually enjoy
emotions
that.
on Norris's face when you say, would anyone care to partake?
Yeah.
And then in this warm fire is just a roller coaster.
No,
I'll take him up on the offer.
doesn't sound too bad. I'll be right back. I'll go down to the kitchen and see if I could find anything in like a wine cellar.
Okay.
I'll
Make an investigation check for me.
Yut.
6.
Just barely missed a 15.
Yeah, not too much. Seems most of everything has been ransacked here.
Damn it, I was hoping for some booze. Guess that's what I get for leaving this place.
Oh, well, I think I can help you there. And, see, he has like a bag in the corner, goes out and pulls out this jar that he has in his backpack. Pops the cork out. I don't suppose you have a glass. You know what? Here. He just hands the whole jug to you.
Oh,
Doesn't taste
really?
the greatest, but it'll get the job done.
Just for safety's sake. I'm sure you understand, Billy. I'll need you to take a drink first.
Why, certainly. Tips it back.
Appreciate it. And then I'll take a swig myself. Kind of rest up by the fire with him.
While you're taking your swig, I just like sidle up next to you.
I'll
My friend, I thought
Little
you were
out.
going out to the swamp.
Yeah. My friend here has a good taste for the finer things. And I'll
Is that
pass him
so?
The swamp can wait.
It's like a
new bottle's always worth the time.
it's like a mix, like a gooseberry moonshine.
Actually sounds really good right now.
I'll say I'll have pulled up like a chair kind of lying around, wincing a little bit as I try to sit down. And I'm kind of twirling the switchblade like dagger around my fingers. Kind of looking it up in the fire. Thinking about the man I took it from.
Don't hurt yourself with that now, Harrison. I don't know if we got medical supplies in here.
Oh, I'll be fine. I know my way around the dagger.
I look a little indignant.
But this is the one that I wanted you to take a look at. If you have the time, could you look it over?
Yeah. I'll stand up and hand Honora's the booze. And then I'll grab the knife from Harrison and kind of give it a look over.
I'll take a nice long swig out of it. Just look over at Billy and be like, I knew you were all right. Like slap him on the shoulder.
Instant friends with Honora's. Just like that. From being held at gunpoint to you're a good drinking buddy.
Careful now, friend. Don't take too much. That'll blow your croaker right off.
Just gonna like wave him off.
Yeah, you look over the blade. You notice there's like, it's almost like just like a little button to initiate like the mechanical mechanism of it, and the blade just immediately sticks out as a switchblade. Along the blade itself, you do see like this beautifully carved kind of like, it's almost like an S-shaped line, like just bending line that goes up the blade itself with just like elvish symbols along the handle of it. Oh, on the blade as well, there's like this sort of light green sheen to it whenever the light catches it right. But along the handle, you notice carved on one side is a D20, and on the other side is another D20, and one side has a 20 and one side has a 1.
Okay.
It's a bollock dagger.
This
I mean, that's the actual
dagger
thing,
can
but
this dagger can only roll 1s or 20s.
And you know that this, after you're given some time looking it over, you're able to glean that this is known as a gambler's blade.
It's so funny that you said that because that's exactly what I was gonna say. Whoever had this must have been a gambling man. I'll hand it back to Harrison.
I'll take it, kind of look over it in the flame again. The red fire kind of reflecting off of the green hue. I guess you could say that. I'm not quite sure if I want to even use this. But I think for now I'll keep it. And yeah, I guess I'll just since I can attune to it, how would me attuning to it work? Would I just have to kind of like
Yeah, you just take time while you guys are resting.
Okay.
Shit. Kind of mess around with it a bit.
I guess
You
I'll do
are
that.
able to read the description that's there.
Oh boy.
Or do I need to do something special for it?
Intricately designed with a green, almost elven-esque pattern. That's all I see.
That's what I see as well. I don't
Okay.
see.
You don't see the additional details.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
But I am attuned to it now.
How about now?
Oh, there we go. The attuned wielder can. Oh. Oh.
So it's
Oh,
like a
that is a
set
gam-
thing, and whenever you set it, it's locked for the day.
That sure is a gambling blade. If I've ever seen one. Can I set it now?
I believe so.
Do I just have to how do I set it?
We'll just call it out.
Okay. I'll put it at +2.
Okay.
We love gambling. I can't stop winning.
I'm proud of you.
I'll say that as I'm putting it at +2, Harrison kind of looks it over, gives it a flip, does a little twist with it around his fingers. It does feel very nice though, it has a nice weight to it. Easy to use. Easy to fight with. And I'll flip it around again, pop the blade back in, and I'll put it to the side.
Well, you know it's easy to fight with. I'll whip my freaking rifle onto my lap and kind of rub it. Bullets.
That's fair.
You can't
That's
reach
fair.
me with a knife.
That's a very good point. Problem is, I still haven't really been able to properly focus on training with firearms so far.
It's okay. We'll put you through the ringer.
Oh, I believe you.
So, Billy, there's some quarters for you on the first floor. Make yourself at home.
Very
I'm gonna
well.
head up to my old room. You guys can take whatever room you'd like. I know, Nora's, you said you're sleeping out in the swamp, but you're more than welcome to have a bed if you want it.
Appreciate it. Maybe another night.
Okay, I think that
And
should work now.
we'll take care of your problem tomorrow night, Billy.
That would be nice.
I'm not sure if I can edit this.
Billy heads upstairs. Goes to retire for the evening.
ASPO question: how can I edit the other effect of this dagger? Can I edit that myself, or do we just have to keep mind of it?
It should be in the description. I already did the edit.
Oh, so you edited it?
I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shows on mine, yeah.
All right. Then I'll see how that works.
If you're talking about like the math, then yeah, we'll just do it.
We'll just do it like that.
Yeah, just add whatever you're adding.
That's fair. Babies first, special item. I'll kind of use my cane to get up from my chair. Back still over my back right now. I think I'm turning in as well for the night. Is there a bed I could sleep in?
Yeah. Up the stairs to the left.
Oh,
Two
I'm going to
rooms
have,
down that hall. Just make sure you don't take the one where the roof's collapsing in.
I'm going to have the absolute best sleep of my entire life. I honestly do not care anymore where I'm sleeping tonight. I just want to feel a bed. And Harrison kind of like slouches off towards the stairs.
I'll sit by the fire for a little bit, just going through memories of my family.
Yeah, I have
As you're sitting there
Hypervolt.
next to the fire, you
I have it was like $300.
the fire kind of like flickers in and out as if like a gust of wind blows through, but yeah, you take a second, kind of curious if the moonshine is getting to you, but as you're sitting there, you notice that there wasn't a gust of wind and the fire begins to dim like dramatically, and you feel this like cold air hit the back of your neck.
Oh boy.
And in the corner of the living room, you see like this old gramophone with like vines and moss kind of spiraling up the legs a bit. and you just begin to start hearing a static come out of the horn.
She wasn't there today, and then so it was just the other nurse practitioner.
I'll get up, and go tinker with it, see what's going on.
Yeah, you mess with it a bit, and you notice it's just still emanating static, and you notice that the record that's on it is kind of like wobbling back and forth because it's not set right. You click it into place, and it starts. Music starts playing. Another gust of cold air hits you on the back of the neck, as you could swear you feel somebody like rub their hand on your back, like from shoulder to shoulder, as if they walk by.
I'll turn around quickly with my rifle, kind of pointed in that direction.
As the gramophone kind of just dies out, the sound goes in slow motion. You look around, nobody's there. You just see the empty chair by the fire with the jug.
Maybe I just had a little too much to drink. All right. I'll just go to bed. I'll make my way upstairs.
Take about 10 to 15 steps away. And it starts playing the music again.
I'll kind of stop, like right at the archway of where this basically sitting room would be. And just look over my shoulder. Who's there?
You get no response. What you don't see, as you're standing at the base of the stairs, to your left and to the dining room over to the side, there is a shadowy figure just standing there staring at you. You kind of look around, ask who's there. There's no response. You look over in the direction that the figure's standing, and it's not there.
I'll turn back to the gramophone and take the needle off the record.
You pull it off, and you just hear the spinning noise of the record on top.
I'll click it off. No. I'll kind of just look around, making sure that no one's here messing with me. Then as I confirm that I don't see anyone, I'll make my way back towards the stairs.
Give it one last look over and stop at the base of the stairs, kind of anticipating something to happen. And it's just a silent house with the marshy soundscape coming in from outside.
If it's any of you around here, I hope that we can find peace for you. And I'll make my way up to my room.
Okay. Is everyone heads off to find rest?
I mean, I was assuming I already had.
Okay.
Say the words.
Okay. As you guys are sleeping, 4 hours passes by.
At that point, I'm awake then.
Okay. Another 4 hours.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey, stop it. Hey, stop it.
It's like, wait, we can't have a long rest. No.
Please. Just one.
Is Victor doing anything after 4 hours?
I'd probably say he's just doing some maintenance, cleaning up some of the vines, things like that.
Okay. All right. About 12 hours pass, and it is seemingly uneventful as you all are able to obtain a long rest. Milestones, guys.
Oh my god. It's been 84 years.
Achievement unlocked. Slept a night.
Oh, legit. Now all of the wounds I acquired from all the sessions before are all magically gone.
Yep. That's what I heard Spio say.
That's how it works. Oh, since
Doesn't
it's a new
sleep
dawn,
magically.
I'll keep the dagger at +2.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say the sun rises, but that doesn't happen here. So,
It doesn't happen in the Murkmire.
after achieving your being well rested, you find yourselves getting up for the day. What would you like to do?
Dang.
Say if I'd imagine there'd be like an old generator that probably needs some work. Probably start working on that, trying to get power to the place.
Okay.
I think what I'll start doing is I'll see if there's like a little study or voyeur, like a sort of like study slash room where I could clean up a bit, maybe find some paper or some stuff to write on. And Harrison is going to start just cataloging all of the events that have happened so far, kind of making a bit of a mind map, either on some sort of board he might find or on some sort of large table or desk, making little pins, making little scraps of things that he found out, the names of everyone he knew, the names of all the things that have happened. And if I do have anything I can use, maybe like a pencil or like some yarn or some thread, anything I can use to connect those little pins around, I'm going to start doing that.
You're smoking too, right?
Harrison? I have my pipe, but no, I'm not that stressed right now. Harrison only really smokes when he's stressed.
Ah,
So no, Harrison is just for the first time in a few days feeling pretty well rested. Wounds still hurt, but manageable. And I'm going to work.
All right. What about an race?
I mean, when I do finally come in out of the swamp, I look revitalized for sure. My I don't know, skin scales, whatever, was definitely getting a little dry, like just kind of generally not looking quite so happy. So like come in, I look like I normally do, and I've probably like washed off my stuff in whatever like the cleanest water I could find was as well. But I mean, I don't have anything like in specific to do, here. So I guess I would like chat with Billy a little bit, and then when, presumably at some point he's going to be scheming with Victor. So probably like sit down and draw some tarot. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, small question, by the way. Since I took the long rest, does that remove my toxicity point or my poison condition?
It does remove your toxicity point, yes.
And I was poisoned because of that, right?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, because it removed the point you were no longer suffer from the poisoned condition as well.
Yippee.
Woo! Imagine being poisoned.
A win's a win.
I'd say after you guys are up and kind of doing things, it's not too long after you hear some like footsteps from like the front stoop, I guess, coming into the house. Hope you all like bacon. Found me a hog out there this morning. And, Billy's just like got this wild boar like across his shoulders, holding it by the legs.
My daddy's sweat.
Oh yeah. See if we can get some gas running in here.
I suppose I'll start cleaning this in the kitchen.
Go flick on the gas main, freaking see if anything kind of flows.
Let's see. As you were kind of doing your work on, getting everything back up and running, let's see. What the heck do we want to roll for this?
Make a housekeeping check.
That's right. I guess just roll a d20 and we'll add your proficiency bonus.
Cool.
Unless there's anything else you think would
It's from your background. You're proficient in house chores.
make you proficient in like maintenance work.
I mean, the only thing I would possibly argue would be like sleight of hand, knowing where to move things in. But even that's kind of debatable. So
Yeah.
Do we all need to
well-
make one or just
Well,
Victor?
if you're helping Victor, like getting
Oh, no, I
the infrastructure back up and running here.
oh no, I would have probably just come down the stairs out of like the little work office space I found.
I would have been there 5-6 hours by the time he comes down the stairs.
Yeah, you've been working on it all morning. You go and try to flip on the burners, and it doesn't seem like you're getting any sort of spark. Sounds like there's gas, but you're not getting anything to light.
Damn it.
Well, that's all right.
Guess I'll
We
have
can use the fire until you get things going.
Guess it'll take a couple more days and some more tinkering, but if you need any help butchering that hog, let me know.
I don't mind doing it the old-fashioned way.
Can we say too that when I came in, I brought in like, something that would generally be less preferable. Like I brought in like a freaking like possum or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I walk down the stairs. I just go like, good morning, Oh my god!
When you walk in with the possum in your hand, Billy is just like, well, Norris, you shouldn't have. Really? Where did you find that thing?
Oh, I figured I owed you after that nip last night.
You don't
Just like hold it
say.
out to him. It's like it turns out it's still alive.
Oh god.
You've got some interesting taste there, Norris.
I'll be sure to let you have the first bite.
Thank you kindly.
And what about you? Do you eat meat?
Looking at me.
Yes.
Well, not a lot. I usually do prefer my vegetables, but I can eat it. And honestly, I don't think we're going to be getting any fresh produce around these parts. So,
Well,
I'll
there
eat.
are quite a bit of nutrients in some of the pond moss. If you would like me to acquire
Want
some.
me to get you some?
I think I'll just have what you guys are having. Begrudgingly accept. Do you need help with butchering the animal you found?
Well, I don't need help, but if it's something you wish to learn, I can surely show you.
Sure. I'll assist you. Harrison will take out his combat dagger, and I'll just assist. Kind of
Yeah,
take out one of my
that will
daggers.
work in a pinch, but it's not
Oh, you
really
have something better
the
for the.
correct knife that you want to use.
Oh, if you have any of the good ones here, please.
As you see, he pulls out like a long, thin, skinny knife.
Oh, so I'll have something similar to that. Let's see what I have. I'll pull out 2 daggers. I'll pull out the switchblade I have. I'll take out my walking cane. I just put it on the table as well. I have a blade in there as well. If you need it, I'll just twist open the walking cane, like short sword coming out of it. If any of these work, that's fine.
You know, Harrison, how about you just go ahead and use mine?
That's fine as well.
All of your daggers
Victor will
seem to
shake.
be made for creating breathing holes for people.
Well, I like to be prepared.
Victor will shake his head and then walk back towards the generator.
Poor Harrison.
Oh, I've almost forgot these, and I'll pull out a little set of cards I have, and I'll put those cards on the table. Be careful with those. Those are sharp as well.
You say they were cards?
Yeah, they're cards.
Cards that are sharp.
Why are your cards so heavy, Harrison?
Oh well, I had these. Long story. I was young. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. These are weighted cards. You can throw them.
Why would you throw a card?
Oh yeah, I can show you with one of them. I'll take out one of these cards. I'll kind of hold it in my hand, and I'll throw one of them against one of the walls.
Just sticks.
It just like
Well.
twirls around. Just.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry. And I'll walk over and I'll shing, take out the card from the wall.
You better fix that.
I'll do that later.
Have you ever used these?
Oh yes, actually, back when I was fighting a, I don't really know what we were fighting, but it was some sort of shadowy creature. It did damage. It definitely did. Too bad it did a lot more to me. A few seconds after.
Very well.
Let's get back on topic. I'll help you with the boar you caught.
Like, all right,
Do I need
we'll
to-
go ahead and start right here. And it
Do I need
begins
to make
to
a check for it?
walk you through the process of skinning the boar and beginning to separate and cut up the meat. Yeah, go ahead and do a survival check with advantage since you're getting help.
You lose disadvantage, and now you can't roll. That's amazing.
Hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
As
5.
you begin trying to
I'm-
remove the fur from the animal, you start just slicing directly into the meat. No, I don't think you'll want to do it like that, Harrison. You know what? How about I go ahead and just do this one? Just watch the first one. You can do the next. How about that?
That's fine.
Some of us would
Wait,
like
the next
to eat
one is the
this morning.
possum. Wait, the next
You
one
know
is the
what? That's a
possum. You
good
want me
idea.
to skin the? No.
You start on the possum, and I'll take over for this one now that you got your bearings.
I feel like a child. I'll begrudgingly walk over towards the possum, kind of looking at it like,
Everything he eats.
Normal survival check now. Because I'm not getting
Yeah,
help
sure.
for this one.
Sure.
A 20.
Yeah. For some reason, you know, it's a lot easier to handle. It's a lot smaller piece. You break open the shell and start doing some work, and it's fairly decent.
Hey. Look at this, just vibing. Surely nothing bad will happen.
Another couple hours goes by, and you know, the animals are cleaned, and Victor, you're looking over everything in the house, and you know, you're missing something, and you see that there's like a fuse out of place, and you go in and shove it in, and then all of a sudden you hear like the surge of power as it kicks on, and Billy and Harrison look over and notice that the stove immediately, flame comes up.
Oh.
Some of the lights kick on.
Just covered, like my sleeves are rolled up, my arms are covered in like grease and oil.
Just hear you shouting.
Yep. We've got power.
It goes together like the final light plug-in in Christmas Vacation.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. As everything's all coming together, Norris, sorry, remind me again, what were you trying to accomplish during this time?
I mean, not really trying to accomplish anything, more just kind of like passing the time. I'm not, not nearly as used to the civilized aspect of it, so I don't know how to, I can't really help with electrical work, and I'm probably a little perplexed at the fact that they're butchering the meat. So yeah, mainly I was more just thinking about kind of passing the time. Like I said, pull some tarot, just kind of like absent-mindedly, not necessarily trying to do like a reading or anything, but
It's kind of fun. Can I make you an offer to like take you up on that tarot?
Sure.
Because I'm butchering a tiny little possum over here. I'll probably be done in record time because I'm just that good at it. But I'll just kind of like walk over to you and I'll just look at the cards. Like, are you playing some type of game?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose.
Okay.
More like listening to Lady Luck.
You really do believe in Lady Luck over here, don't you? I've heard you talk highly about her.
It's hard not to when you've lived the life I have.
That's fair. So these.
She seems partial to you too.
Well, I never really considered that. I guess, in a way, you're right, with all the things that have been going on. But these cards that you're using, they're like a way to commune with her or see what's going to happen?
Both and neither. Luck is determined in the moment, but sometimes the cards do tell a story.
I see. So, humor me. What are they telling you today? Anything special?
Give me just a second. I don't know diddly about tarot. Hold on.
Come on, bro. Give me a straight tarot reading. Come on, man. Nah, just kidding. Random tarot card generator. It's like, Harrison, pull a card. Hey, you got the Fool. Oh, that checks out.
Ooh, we now know what to get Mercy for a gift.
Yeah, tarot deck. Let's go.
That's actually great. Okay.
Wait, is there like a place like universally named Epic?
Yeah, so humor me.
Well, my cards don't mean anything to you, but if you shuffle, I'll read for you.
Oh, that seems fun. Sure. I'll try that. Why not? I'll kind of awkwardly hold the deck of cards. It's been a while since I've actually used like real set of cards instead of the ones I have.
Don't throw these, please.
I wasn't planning to, thank you. I'll kind of awkwardly start shuffling the cards. Alright. Sure.
One for past, one for present, one for future.
Do I get to choose which one I pick first?
Draw face down.
I'll draw a first card, face down.
Say you, when you like ruffled the cards, one of your stacks at some point accidentally got like upside down.
Kind of like, okay. But
No, don't fix it.
Oh, sorry. So,
This is the moon reversed.
alright. I think.
It may seem obvious now, but you've been lied to recently.
Well, if that isn't a fact. Kind of bitterly look down.
Deceptions ran deep. Something was obscured. The reversed moon means you learned of it too early or too late.
Right. Harrison kind of clears his throat. So, next card is the present, I'm guessing.
Indeed.
Trying to change the subject. Okay.
I'll say at that point, Victor walks in and kind of leans in the doorway, just listening.
So, past, reverse moon. Present, I'll pull another card face down.
See a card with 5 cups on it. One of them's knocked over, though. The 5 of cups. Spilled wine. Or blood in the gutter. You mourn, but you do not move. That's dangerous in the Murkmire. Regret, grief, loss. But there is still hope if you dare to look.
Harrison grits his teeth, still trying to keep a bit of a smile up.
Give you like the best smile that I can and kind of shrug like, it's the way it goes sometimes.
Right. Well then, for the final one, future. Surely that one's a bit more of a positive note. And as I say that, I'll draw a card face down, place it in front of you.
I'll turn it up and you see like a tower and stone on it. Ah. This is where the sky falls. Sudden upheaval, catastrophe, revelation. Something ancient will break free. This is the turning point.
I think at this point you can see Harrison actually start to get a bit of sweat on his brow, and Harrison is going to very lightly, but you can probably notice it. It's going to start to shake a bit.
You do see like a flash imagery in your mind of the shadowy face you saw. In the church.
I don't think I don't think I like this. I rapidly pick up the cards and give them back to you. I don't know what type of funny card trick you pulled here, Anoris, but I don't I'd rather you not. I'd rather not do this again, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're okay.
I hope. I think you can also make your own luck. And with everything behind us, a slight catastrophe to shake up the way things have been might not be so bad.
Well, I hope you're right. Though, I'd rather just not have to deal with some sort of catastrophe again anytime soon. I'm still kind of processing the things that happened these last few days. I'll leave you to it as I kind of stand up, try to make my way out.
Just 1 second. After Harrison leaves, whatever, goes to the next room or goes out of the house or wherever you're going, I reach underneath and grab draw the bottom card off of the deck. Apparently called the Shadow card. It's the Hanged Man.
Oh.
So it stands for sacrifice, but also change in perception. So Honoris thinks that there is a clue that will evade Harrison because he's like thinking too straight, like he's being too like by the book. He's not thinking, like he needs to embrace the madness a little bit. So I just kind of like nod to myself and put the cards back in the deck and reshuffle it.
Take a little mental note of that.
Victor, as you
Also,
see,
good lord, what a freaking tarot reading for Harrison there. What in the world?
Oh yeah,
the
legit,
accuracy
like
is insane.
the accuracy is uncanny. I was like, you gotta be just pulling those up, right? You just gotta be like,
No, I did not make that up. I gave a prompt to Chat GPT, and that's what it gave me.
oh my
No
god.
shot.
Hey, that is scarily accurate to all the stuff that's been happening.
That's crazy.
Oof. Well, the Hanged Man is one hell of a way to end it, that's for sure.
Dude, right?
I think too, as you look at the Hangman card, that's when the gramophone kicks on. And Victor, you kind of you see like Harrison gets up, and you kind of look over Honoris's expression as he's looking at the final card. I'll say from your viewpoint, you don't see what the card is, but you can see the expression on his face. And then you hear from the other room, the gramophone kicks on again.
Goddamn thing is busted.
Oh, Victor, how long were you standing here?
I just popped in to see if you guys were kind of still distracted by the gramophone coming on randomly. Uh, Seeing if you guys are wanting to plan anything for tonight, but if you need a minute, that's fine, and I'll kind of walk away for a moment.
No, it's fine. I'm all right. Um, if anything, I was kind of hoping we could get some food started up and ready to eat, and then yeah, discussing our next steps seems like a good idea.
Well, like I told Bill yesterday, there's a clearing in the swamp, about a mile and a half out. There's some dense trees just before it, where we can duck out. Be ready for these guys when they come looking for them.
All right. So an ambush then it is. Use him as bait the moment they think they have him. We take
Yeah.
initiative and we get to them first.
That's the hope, at least. Never know in these parts if they'll find us.
Right. You think you could do a few practice rounds with me with the pistol before we do that?
How much ammo do you got?
I got
Can't be burning rounds.
I have 18 bullets right now.
Sure. We'll go for a couple of shots out back then. I'll go and find like a dead log, kind of stand it up out back. All right, Harrison. So the trick to it is when you're breathing, that changes the motion of your aim. Make sure you pull the trigger on your exhale at the very end of your exhale, so your aim is the most steady.
All right. I'll take out Norgafar's pistol. I'll hold it in front of me. You can definitely tell that Harrison has not had a lot of training in firearms before, as he's holding it extremely stiff in front of him right now.
Whoa! Don't pull the trigger yet. I'll grab.
I'm not.
Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Take it easy. Don't think of it as a weapon. Think of it as an extension of your arm.
I'll think back to the card that Honoris pulled, where it said a change of perspective. Right. Just an extension of myself.
Yeah. Nice, easy breathing. Don't be nervous. There's no one out here to hurt.
Yeah. I'll take a
Breathe
first shot. Do I have to make an attack roll just for...
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Right. Okay.
You see
That's pretty good.
chunks of wood come flying off the log.
Not bad, Harrison.
The recoil hits me, I just kind of shake a bit like, oh. Okay.
There you go. Wow. You were aimed just a little off center. That was a great shot, though.
You know, they always say you can't teach old dogs new tricks, but this is kind of exciting to do.
Now, make sure your sights are lined up. Think of it as building a castle. You got 2 on the outside and 1 in the middle.
Right.
Make sure they're even and lined up.
Again, another bullet. Just fires off. It's a little bit less off-center, but I do have less of a recoil to it now. At least a little bit. A little bit
Yeah.
off-center.
You see more wood chips go flying.
There you go, Harrison. Just remember what I told you. And don't fight the recoil. That's just gonna take you off target. But you're getting the hang of it. Not pat him on the shoulder.
Can I do one more shot? Just,
Go for it.
I think at this point, Harrison's breathing calms down. And he uses the 3rd level rogue feature, Steady Aim. As his breathing definitely slows down a bit. Breathes in, breathes out, looks at the pistol. Like an extension of myself.
Bang. Dead
Hey.
center.
Yep, you just see like a giant knot right in the middle where the bullet impacted.
That's -3 bullets for me.
You talking to us, Mercy?
Sorry, I just got back. What's up?
Oh no, I saw you talking. I just wasn't sure if you were
Oh,
talking to
yeah,
us.
thank you. Sorry. No, I was finished. I was talking to Pixie real quick.
No problem. I was just making sure.
Yeah, thank you.
One hell of a shot there, Harrison.
I'll kind of like look at you surprised, like, oh, that actually went way better than I thought it would. Okay.
Just like Grandpappy taught me.
Well, maybe there's hope for me yet. I kind of laugh to myself. Ah.
Now, make sure you reload that and get ready for tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you.
Anytime. We'll get some more practice in soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'd like that. That would be nice.
You
Is it
look
time
back,
for,
you
food
notice Billy's like on the porch eating a rib.
I'll
Start
kind of
without
look
us,
at
old
him.
man.
I'll look
Well,
over at
I
him.
was
I'll like
just enjoying
excitedly
the
like
show.
wave.
Plenty to go around. And of course,
Let's go get some
Honores, he hands you a possum leg.
Thank you, good sir.
All right. You guys are.
Wait,
Go ahead. Everybody's going in and chowing down, I guess.
Absolutely.
For sure, even though I don't really like, or even though Harrison doesn't really like what he's eating. Chow down.
Yeah, I'm just munching away, and then I'll look over to Billy and be like, "So, you said you killed one of these guys. How would you do it?"
Well, you see these here, and he pulls out like an arrow out of one of his quivers from his backpack. These broadheads are coated with a bit of silver. Particularly strong against their kind. I don't suppose any of y'all have some extra silver to spare or melt down.
Just kind of shrug, look down into my hand, and like spit out a gob of my poison. I found this works pretty good too. And then I'll like do one of my cantrip spells to like light it up like magically green and like fling it out the door or window or something that's near.
Now that is a pretty neat trick, although I'm not really sure it's the same.
You know, there might be some old silverware actually made of silver. If it hasn't been taken already.
That could work.
Go inside and start ransacking the kitchen.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check if you're looking around for some spare silver.
Huh? 12.
Yeah, as you're looking around, do you find some silverware and different types of like plates and trays and things that you think that might have some silver in it? I suppose it's always worth a try.
Wouldn't hurt at least. Okay. Bullet's still gonna hit him either way, right?
Well, is everyone still good with the plan, or does anyone have any adjustments they'd like to make?
I think, for what it's worth, the plan is simple but effective.
I apologize, not the noise, but I either was missed or totally spaced out on what the plan was.
Well, the plan
Basically,
was for Billy to go out and be used as bait to draw out the brothers to, for you all to be able to ambush them.
Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if we got any further than that.
Nope. We were just confirming if that was still sounded good to everyone or if there were any changes that anyone wanted to make.
think that's fine.
Sounds good to me. Just find me a pond or a puddle to hide in.
I think ponds and puddles are in quite the surplus around here, Honores. I don't think we'll have any trouble doing that.
So it seems. Like what you've done with the place, Victor.
Thank you, Norris. Still got a lot of work to do. Looking around at all the growth around the place.
Whereas that's like what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I think it makes sense in character. We just talk past each other on that.
Exactly. Like he's like, I've been up for hours working on this place. I'm glad someone noticed.
Yes, there is quite a bit of work to be done in the next few days. Well,
Oh, Billy. What were you gonna say, Spiel? Sorry.
now you're good. Well, let's get this melted down and try to use it to the best of our abilities, I suppose. So, there's a little bit, or it's not gonna make a crazy amount, but you guys are able to get a little bit. So, what would you like to try to coat with the silver, or how are you using it? It's more just like melting it
Personally-
and like dipping things into it, or
At least for Victor, yeah, he would probably like get the tips of like 2 or 3 bullets, like as coated as he could.
okay.
I'm mostly just watching, fascinated. Like I have no exposure to metallurgy and that kind of thing.
Yeah, this is not really a sterile technique, if you will, Honores, but we do what we can out here. You know how it goes. So very shoddily, like dipped casings or bullet tips into the silver. So we'll say you we'll say you get about 3 that like actually aren't just like caked on, and they're smoothed out a bit to where you can actually load them and they'll be able to fire. Billy kind of does the same, takes a couple more of his arrows and just kind of gets the broadheads coated a little bit. Is there any like weapons or anything that you guys, Harrison and Honores, want to try to make some like makeshift coating with, I guess?
I'll take out one of my 2 combat daggers, and I'll try and dip one of them in.
Okay.
I mean, I do have my pistol, so I'll actually I think this makes more sense for Honora's anyway. Seeing the process and how how precise it needs to be in order for it to result in a bullet that's fireable out of a gun. I'm gonna start to unload a couple rounds to hand to him, and then stop and think better of it. And I'm gonna hand him a handful of my dice.
Oh, nice.
Because the result doesn't need to be nearly as precision. So,
Cool. Yeah, you got yourself a handful of silvered dice.
And as you know, as he says, kind of apologetically, right? You know, kind of like, it's not the best environment for it, but you know, do what we can out here. I'll just be like, what works is what you make work.
All right, boys. Well, don't let me die. I'll see y'all out there in a little bit. And yeah, Billy makes his way out, and I think this is where we'll close the session out.
All right.
Nice, Sue. So getting the Victor's mansion back up and going. Got some silvered weapons for some ratkin lycanthropes. And and we'll see how see if they take the bait next session.
Really fun session.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's a nice RP session. We got in a long rest. That usually doesn't happen. Congratulations,
It's
guys.
been 84 years.
In fact, that may have never happened.
It was all a dream. I hallucinated the entire long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimately, I think we've only gotten one other long rest campaign.
Yeah,
No,
Did
that's awesome.
someone say something about resource management?
it's been rough out here.
Oh,
It's where the city never sleeps, and neither do the players.
I mean, honestly, I'll take that over the way some folks run, especially 5th edition, where you're taking short rests every other room in the dungeon.
yeah. It does up the stakes, and I love some high stakes.
Yeah, no, this has been great. Thanks for DMing, Spio.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely one of the... I'd say definitely one of the most fun sessions I've had,
Nice.
for sure.
Well, GG's, guys, and we'll catch you in 2 Thursdays, hopefully. Peace out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Peace.